What's up, you guys? Welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be filming a full face of using only Wet n Wild makeup. I have been using Wet n Wild since I started using makeup when I was like 13, 14, and I am now almost 22. I have definitely seen an upgrade from when I started using Wet n Wild until now. They definitely have stepped up their game as far as the quality of their products go. I had a really fun time filming this video for you guys, so if you guys want to see how I got this look, then please keep watching. Alright, so I have a lot of makeup sitting in front of me right now. I'm going to start off with foundation. I'm using the Photo Focus, but this is the dewy version. I have tried this before and I've honestly been using it literally for like the past month or so. It's not like full coverage, but it's definitely buildable. It's not too greasy. It lasts literally all day. And in case you're wondering, I am in the shade Shell Ivory. So I'm just gonna buff this in with a brush. This is actually a BoxyCharm brush that I got in a BoxyCharm. So I'm just going to apply that. I really like this brush because it does not leave any brush strokes. And so it's really fast to apply my foundation. And I didn't cut my hair, it's just up and like a clip. And if I do like see any like brush strokes anywhere, I'll just tap in with the brush to get rid of any lines. Y'all, I just realized I forgot primer. Well, I guess what I was gonna use for primer is this Mega Glow Dewy Primer, and I have tried this before and I love it, so it's just my opinion on that. And it's like $7, so get your hands on it. But I can't believe I forgot it. I'm upset now. But anyway, this foundation is buildable, so if you don't get the amount of coverage that you want on the first application, you can always go in with another, and it's not going to feel cakey or heavy on the skin. It layers really nicely. Next, for concealer, I'm going to go in with the Photo Focus concealer in the shade Fair Neutral, and I'm just going to put this under my eyes and any of parts on my face that I do want to highlight. I'm just gonna go in with the same brush that I used for the foundation to blend this in. The really cool thing about Wet n Wild is they're just so affordable, so even like if you don't get like that of an amazing product, you're not paying a lot for it, so odds are it really will just be worth the price. To set my under eye, I'm going to take this big contour palette. It has a light shade for highlighting and then a contour shade to contour. So I'm going to take the lighter shade. It's kind of like a banana powder, and I'm going to set my under eyes with this. And anywhere I put concealer, I'm going to use this powder to set that. My face powder, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Loose Powder. This is in the shade Translucent. I forgot to tell you what brush I was using. My under eyes and my concealer, I just used the AOA Studio brush. This is from Shop Miss A. It was only $1, and I love it for setting my under eyes or even highlighting. So pick this up if you can. And the brush I'm going to use to set my face is just a BH Cosmetics #1 brush. It's just a big fluffy powdery brush, and I'm just going to set my face with the Photo Focus powder, just to set my foundation so it does not move throughout the day. And since this is in the shade Translucent, it's not going to add any extra coverage. If you would want more coverage with the powder, I would recommend buying just like a shade like as dark as your foundation or even a little bit darker. I'm just going to go ahead and set that because I just added a few powders. So I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Mist, and I'm going to set my face with it. Next, for brows, I'm going to be using the retractable brow pencil. What's the shade? Ash Brown. It comes with a spoolie on the end, and then the tip. It kind of, I don't know, it looks kind of dull, the edge. I kind of like a nice sharp point when I'm doing my brows, but I'm going to fast forward doing my brows, and then when I come back, when I'm done, I'm going to let you know what I think about the brow pencil. And back brows are on. I don't really like the brow pencil. I feel like it got more dull the more I was using it, and it was just really hard to get like very precise with my brows. I feel like if you have like pretty nice bushy full brows, this would be easy with you or for you, since you don't have to be so precise. You're literally just like filling in your more sparse areas. But since I have really thin brows, I like to be more precise. So this isn't my favorite. It was really pigmented though, as you can see, and it wasn't waxy, and I like that it comes with a spoolie on the end. So I feel like you have bigger brows, you might actually really like this. But for me personally, I'm gonna have to pass. We're gonna move on to eyeshadow next, and I have this Wet n Wild palette here. It looks like this. The name of this palette is called Rose in the Air, so I'm going to be using this for my eyes today. I'm going to go for more of like a neutral look. I'm going to go into this shade right here. It's just the transition shade. And I'm going to take my Anastasia brush, just a fluffy low brush. And I'm just going to apply that in my crease. Tap off. Ooh, you see that? That was a lot of kickback. But to me, that doesn't really matter as long as the shadow is pigmented and it can perform well. I am not picky about if it has fallout or not. So, but yeah, I'm just going to be building this color up in my crease. I can kind of just talk to you guys a little bit. So I'm sorry I've been so MIA lately. Like I haven't uploaded a video in like a month or so. I recently just got promoted where I work, so I've just been really busy just working and taking care of things I need to take care of. But I finally have a day off, so I decided I want to sit down and film for you guys instead of being lazy. The next shade we're going to use is this orangey shade. I'm going to take the exact same brush. I'm just not going to blend it as high up as I did the first shade. I'm just going to apply that a little bit lower just to add more dimension in my crease. It's very cloudy here in Washington today on this Friday afternoon, so I'm honestly kind of feeling some fall vibes with it. Right, to blend my edges a little more, I'm just going to take a clean brush. This is just a BH Cosmetics number 101 brush. And I am just going to go over the edges. This has no product on it whatsoever. It's a clean brush. And I'm just hitting the edges of where my eyeshadow ends. That way everything is nice and seamless and blended. And it's like an ombre effect, because I don't want any harsh lines. For my next shade, I'm going to take this like brick round red shade. And I'm going to take an e.l.f. Crease brush. And I'm going to apply that basically like over like on my lid kind of, just to like darken it up. I think I'm gonna do a cut crease today with a shimmer on the inner corner. I'm gonna go back in with the BH Cosmetics number 101 brush, and I'm just going to again blend out the edges so there's no harsh lines. Last shade I'm gonna use is this dark brown shade here. And for that, I'm going to take my Morphe JH33. It's just a small, like, tapered blending brush. And I'm just going to put that dark brown shade on my outer corner. The less product I have on my brush, I'm going to start to, like, blend. But I want to focus the color and the pigment on my outer corner like that. I'm just going again over the edges with my BH 101 brush with no additional product. I'm going to take a flat shader brush. I'm just going to be using my Luxie 246 Precision Crease brush. I'm going to take some concealer. I'm just going to use the Wet n Wild one that I used on my face and put some on the back of my hand. I'm going to take that concealer and cut my crease halfway. I'm going to take this champagne shimmer shade. I'm going to take another flat concealer brush. This is the Luxie small shader brush. With all my shimmers, I'm going to get the shimmer on the brush. And then I'm going to spray my brush with just a little spray. That way the shadow can really adhere to the lid. And we get like maximum pigment. And then I'm going to go back into the dark brown shade. and just blend where the shimmer shade meets the shade that I already had there, just to blend them together so it's like an ombre effect almost. I think I want some glitter action, and I don't have any glitters from Wet n Wild, unfortunately, so I'm just going to take my Tati Beauty palette and I'm going to dip in a little bit of this glitter here just on the middle of my lid. And for that, I'm going to be using a BH Cosmetics flat shader brush. There's no number, but just a little bit of glitter. Just to make it, just a little, just to make it pop a little bit. I'm going to be applying some mascara. I can never give mascaras a good shot because I always wear false lashes, so my eyelashes are not good. But today I'm just going to be using the Mega Protein mascara, and I'm going to coat my lashes because we are going to go in with some false lashes today. For lashes today, I'm just going to be using like a multi-pack lash by Ardell. I'm going to apply these lashes off camera, and then when we come back, we will finish the rest of the eyes and the face. Lashes are on. I really like them with this look because you can still see the eyeshadow and the sparkles. So I guess we can finish up the eyes. I'm going to take a small pencil brush. This one is from BH Cosmetics, the 105. I'm going to take the darkest brown shade and really tight line my, what's this called? Lash line? Yeah. And to blend that out, I'm going to go in with this orangey shade and just blend that out. I did not pick up an eyeliner from Wet n Wild. I'm just going to use a gel liner from, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like the brand Esquido. I don't know, but I got sent to these in PR, so I'm going to use them. These are super pigmented, and they stay in my waterline for a very long time. All right, I'm just going to coat my lower lashes. So what I'm going to do is take this, which looks really dark. I'm going to try and bronze with that. I am just bronzing my cheeks, my jawline, temples, and I'm going to hit the nose so that is not left out. For blush, I'm going to take this Wet n Wild Color Icon blush. I don't see a shade name anywhere on it, but it looks like this. It's nice, like corally type thing. I think it'll go really good with the eyes. So I'm just going to, ooh, that's pigmented, y'all. We are blushy today. Kind of been liking blush a lot recently. I feel like it just gives a nice color to the skin. I'm gonna go back with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder. Since I don't have a beauty blender wet, I'm just gonna take a pointed brush. This one is the Morphe M536, and I'm just going to hit it right underneath my bronzer, and then just sweep it away. Highlight. So I got a couple highlights. I have 3 of these highlights. They're all different shades. This one is in the shade Crown of My Canopy. This one is Precious Petals. And then this one doesn't have a name on it. So, and then I got a couple loose highlights. This one doesn't have a name on it. I don't know, but it's like pinky looking. And then I have this gold one, which is the shade I'm So Lit. I think I want to use this gold one because the rest of these highlighters are all like pinky tone, and that's not really what I got going on the eyes. I don't really have pink, so I kind of want to match. I'm just gonna take like excess on the cap. I'm going to take my favorite highlight brush, which is the Morphe M510. I'm just going to dip in the cap and highlight, highlight the high points of my face. So like the cheekbones, the nose, the chin, Cupid's bow. We are glowing today. All right, and to finish off, or I still got a lip color, but I'm going to set the makeup with the same setting spray, the Mega Glow one, to make sure my makeup is set in place. I'm just going to use this colored, when I was at Walmart, they were like all out of lipsticks. I was so upset, but I'm just going to use this gloss. It's a pinky peach, which is perfect. All right, and that completes this look. I'm gonna just go over quickly some of the products that I love that I think is worth it. First off, the foundation, so worth it. It's only $5. I've been using it for a month straight. It just leaves my skin nice and glowy and dewy. It's not too oily. It's not like, it doesn't make me oily throughout the day. I don't have to go back and retouch up my foundation or powder or anything. So I highly recommend this. Again, only $5. So if you can get your hands on this, please do. I'm actually gonna go buy like 3 more bottles of this. And again, I was in the shade Shell Ivory. Concealer didn't like blow my mind. It gave me actually like, it gave me pretty good coverage, but it's not like out of this world. I do prefer like an e.l.f. hydrating concealer because it does give me more coverage, but this is not bad for the price. Again, I think this was only $5, and for $5 I think it covered up really nicely, and it didn't crease like before me setting it, which is like a normal thing. So I think this is pretty good for the price. The contour palette, I do really like this banana powder to set underneath my eyes. I'm not a biggest fan of the bronzer shade just because it is not my shade. It is a little bit orangey toned, kind of like, I don't know, it just doesn't work with my skin tone, so I'm not a fan of this. But this was only $5 as well, and I do really like the banana shade, so I think this is a good pickup. Finishing powder, I love this powder. Like, it is not making me look cakey or powdery. It set my makeup nicely. It's good for baking. I cannot say good enough things about this powder. And again, I think this was only like $6 to $7, so really good price. I really love the blush. I think it's a perfect peachy summery color for the summer, so I'm definitely going to be using this. And this was only $4, so this was excellent. So the eyeshadow palette, I love the eyeshadow. The colors are really pigmented. They blended really easily. The only downfall is that the packaging is cheap and there's a lot of fallout, which fallout does not bug me because the shadows performed really well. So if that doesn't bug you, I highly recommend to pick up this one. Again, this was called Rose in the Air, and I think I'm going to pick up a couple of other, because they have different shade of these, so I think I'm gonna pick up a couple of these because these were amazing, and I think this was only $8. The mascara didn't wow me at all. This was only like $3, but again, I only need to like coat my lower lashes, and it did the job, but it wasn't like wow. So I'm like iffy on this. I think it's worth $3, but it's not like amazing. So yeah. Highlight, I don't even think I need to speak on the highlight because as you can see, it is pigmented. So I love this, and these are only $6. So get your hands on it. As far as the setting spray goes, I don't know, I don't notice a difference yet. I'll have to see how like my makeup lasts through the day, and maybe I can do a check-in after a couple hours of me wearing it so you can see how all the makeup holds up. But as far as like first application, I don't have any problems with it. My makeup is set, it's not sticky, anything like that. So this was $8. And then the lip gloss, it's not sticky. I'm not really a big fan on lip products, but this performs fine. It's not sticky, the color's nice, so this was only $3 as well. Overall, I think this makeup really turned out. I don't think you could even look at me and say like, oh, that's drugstore. Like, a lot of these performed like high-end shadows, and I'm very impressed with Wet n Wild and how they're able to come up with such amazing products for an affordable price. But yeah, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you would like to see next as far as a full face goes. I love you guys, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.